What's going on? It's Justeeni here. What if you could just not lose in Polytopia? What if it was just impossible for the opponent to break through? What if O'Larion could do that as long as you play on a large enough map and have enough time to develop and I'm not playing against any special tribes because only normal tribes can't break through O'Larion. Anyway though, caveats aside, you want to become immortal? Here's how to do it. So we're playing Illyrian on large lakes because I felt like ruining someone's day. I literally entered with the sole purpose of playing full defense. Like, not gonna win, just wanted to show kind of the proof of concept. I mean, it's been a proven concept many times before, but I haven't actually shown it off. At least not that much. Actually, I don't think I've shown this off at all in the channel. The classic invincible Illyrian strategy, where you just decide to not lose. So we're going with a nice and greedy start. We go Org before Sanctuaries because it just happens to help us develop faster in this case. And yeah, we're just going to start going super greedy. We're not trying to attack the opponent. We're just defending. We got an archery rune earlier, so we're going to make use of that. Make a few archers just to play things nice and safe. Our goal, play the long game. Good thing we're not against Saimanti, because Saimanti long game is better than Illyrian long game. But yeah, farming, just set up the most disgusting economy of all time. You're going to see some really big numbers. And this game is going to be pretty long. Maybe you can see the video length already. I'm going to be yapping for insert video length here. And you guys are going to enjoy it. Because this... I actually don't know how exciting this gameplay is going to be. I was like giggling to myself like the whole time while I was playing this, because like, and I also kind of felt bad for the opponent at the same time that they had to sit through. I think this game took like, I don't know, at least an hour and a half. It's a large lakes game, but I'm just going developing like crazy. Now, one important thing with Illyrian, I've been trying to get better with this when playing Illyrian. Try to get your first super unit somewhat early. Turn 12 is not bad. I go for border growth because I'm extra greedy. This gets me like an extra 2 dragons, I think, so it was worth it. Because dragons are the name of the game for Illyrian late game. It's not the only thing they have, of course, but it's a very useful factor. That's how you win. Or partially how you win. Really, the sanctuaries and the dragons. And we're going to see both of those in action. But we can see the sanctuary economy really beautiful, and it's kind of necessary for Illyrian, at least in the current meta. Also, border growth. This may be important later. This was a very important border growth. Spoiler alert, very important border growth. I also go for walls because, again, my plan, don't attack, just greed. Go ultra defense, and this wall also helps because eggs have fortify, so frontline eggs are a lot more possible. Now I go math. I go for catapults, and yeah, I know, catapults, that's not going to win the game. It's not, but it's going to make sure I don't lose. Just setting up my defense so there's no surprises, no nonsense. Yeah, the opponent's going to out-expand me, but I don't care. Go for it. All I need is the amount of cities that I have. And this will be enough to not lose. And if you're not losing the game, eventually you can win. Continuing to just develop, get my sanctuaries going, get another explorer because I already have 65 star per turn and the vision is a lot more useful than 1 star per turn at this point. It's only turn 15. This game's gonna last a little more than 15 turns. And the opponent is still trying to train units, and, you know, they definitely should be probably being a lot more greedy, considering I have my defense already partially set up. I get another really nice border growth. Climbing, just to set up better catapult spots, wasn't actually a good play at all. I'm not going to say that I played this very well. I played solely with the intention of ruining the opponent's day. They also go for walls in the front. I don't know what they're doing. We're not going to question it, though. We're just going to greed. Go for roads. Get the old connections. Like, roads are nice to have. Grand Bazaar is a nice monument. It's gonna give me a few dragons because I need to get those eggs up, get as many dragons as I can. They've kind of got full naval control, but I don't care. They have markets going too. Those markets are better than sanctuaries, so they will have more economy than me in the long term. Right? Surely. I mean, sanctuaries aren't that good. What plan could I possibly... Yeah, I'm getting trade. I'm getting trade. I can play that market game too, and I will. I have 84 star per turn. Sorry, make that 85. And I already have my catapult line set up. I have all these border growths, so good luck sneaking a knight through. And they're trying to like sneak some rafts up there. I don't know. I don't really know what the game plan is there, but more markets, more economy, another egg. This is a very greedy egg. I want it to just survive, because if it survives, we're golden. I can send it back, heal it, and then that's another dragon. And every dragon counts. Now, unfortunately, the opponent knows better than to let me keep an egg alive, so they wisely take it out. Which is a shame for me, because I wanted that egg. The opponent kind of realizes, like, yeah, dragons are powerful. Stop them while they're eggs. That's the kind of the big weakness of the unit. So I go for another one. And I go Philo. Make some mind benders. Because maybe you guys are aware, I think I did actually make a video featuring mind benders with Illyrian. But yes, mind benders with Illyrian, they're pretty good. Because the old poly push. And yeah, really the question is here, how does the opponent break through? Now, Free Spirit too. Gonna get ready for Knights. Free Spirit to really just disband stuff as well, because things are a little cluttered with some leftover warriors. Again, I will say my micro is not the best here. I'm not gonna claim it's any good. In fact, this is entirely a showing off funny Illyrian. I have 113 star per turn on 9 cities. Someone can do the math and tell me how many that is per city. It's more than 10, I know that. Now, Knights, ramming, just to hold on to this, because yeah, I've got this egg here. And I go for another one because I'm extremely greedy, but I kind of forget that they can just send the rammer there. If the defender pushed onto the port, I actually would have been fine. But no, I just kind of lose the egg. I could have waited on that too, like I was just being greedy for no reason. They're trying to optimize their markets now. I'm already like almost done with my market optimization. But yeah, I'm just going to keep causing problems. There's this bomber here, which I'm trying to take out, because I kind of want control over this lake. I don't actually need it, but I want it. And then now I start making some weird decisions. So what am I doing here? Why did I just like destroy that whole setup and move it here? Partially for optimization. The sawmill market's actually really nice here. Which seems kind of weird because it's interrupting my sanctuary. Like I'm placing it on these animals. But here's a fun little late game Illyrian tip. Even though the lumber hut covers the animal and you can't poly push it, if you destroy the lumber hut, you get the animal back. So even though it's gone in terms of like sanctuary production purposes, it's not gone in terms of poly pushing if you just destroy the lumber hut. So if you happen to have a unit on that lumber hut, like a mind bender, you can still push. And also, what am I doing here? I'm placing the sanctuary here because I am wanting to get animals up here. Why? I'll just leave that as a little bit of elite ball knowledge. Those who know, or whatever. A magician never reveals his secrets, but this is very intentional. I'm also just getting a forest wall, so like you can't get knights. Like there's just no way to actually break through this. Like it's not happening. I even have bombers back here that I can make. They're getting bombers to kind of bully me a little bit, and they're trying to go crazy. But again, it's just not happening. Again, taking over this side of the water. And you can see the dragons now. Well, 2 dragons. But I'm having these enter because I really need to take over this lake and the dragons are going to help. I've got a bunch of fire dragons here, which are kind of doing nothing. I should have sent more dragons up here just to more efficiently take over this lake because they're sending giants. They've got mind benders. they got the whole shebang. But yeah, I'm getting to the point where I have infinite stars also. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with 150 stars. So I'm just kind of doing whatever I feel like. It's just a matter of time. Now they kind of bomb here, which is a little rude. Luckily I have a Mindbender to heal. And yeah, my dragons destroying this. Bomber goes, and yeah, I'm taking over this lake, and this lake is going to be super nice, because if I just plant a bomber right here... Oh, that's a terrible color. Bomber right here. Bomber right here. That just pins down the city, effectively. And, yeah. Sadly, I can't add any additional bombers, because if I put anything here, they can Juggernaut Splash. But it's still quite, effective. I can also get more bombers in the back. These catapults already are controlling the water so well. It's just causing so many issues for the opponent. So that's super fun. And I've got this defender here. Currently can't really do much with it. I'm also beginning to make Polytars in the back because Polytars have independence, so you can make them and they won't contribute to city population cap. So I'm down in cities, but I'm actually going to be up in units eventually, given enough time. Because time is on my side. They're continuing to optimize markets. I'm not even going to ask any questions. Like, go for it, champ. I think you have enough stars. Like, they're healing their giant, which is actually a sensible play. More Sanctuary shenanigans, bajillion notifications. Dragon goes in, splash, and take out everything. Dragon's doing their job. And I do this, something, elite ball knowledge, except I screwed it up because my defender doesn't push the right way. Again, not going to tell you exactly what's going on. Those who know or whatever, it'll remain a secret. But yeah, I goofed it. But now I'm setting it up for next turn. But I actually made like a pretty fatal misplay. It's not like I lose the game kind of fatal misplay. Also, I embassy here. This is really funny. This is what happens when you have infinite stars. I want vision on their capital, so I just give them an embassy, which is really funny. But yeah, what's my fatal mistake? I accidentally just give them a night chain. I forgot they could make this into a bomber. So if they just go like splash, these two Polytars get damaged to 11 HP. And then they have a knight. This knight can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it can reach no problem. And then they chain. Now, how bad is the damage? It's actually not that bad. They take out both Polytars, and then they can either choose to go in this direction, where it's not that bad. I lose 3 catapults, my giant gets damaged, but I have not giant, my dragon gets damaged, but I have a Mindbender anyway. No biggie. This is slightly more devastating because they take out a knight and take out this warrior. And they damage my dragon, but again, I've got a Mindbender. And that could have been really annoying, but that's all that would have been. It would have been annoying that I just train more units because I would be no longer pop capped and just repair as if nothing ever happened, but it still would have been mildly inconvenient. I say would because the opponent just missed it for some reason. What did they actually do in the game? Well, they destroyed a bunch of stuff because they're trying to get construction markets, because I don't know. Like, I was playing greedy, but like the amount of market renovations concern me. Like, they really like those level 8 markets, which I guess they look pretty aesthetically pleasing, so I can't really blame them. And then they just resign. I guess I understand, but at the same time, this is a weird spot. So how would this game have played out had they not resigned here? Well, they don't have a way of breaking through. I think we've established that. Like, seriously, what are they supposed to do? You could get a cloak chain on 3 cities. You're lucky to get a cloak chain here, actually, so let's be realistic. 2 cities. I have dragons to sweep up everything. I've got catapults. You can try to land giants, you know, you can get coastal sieges every turn. I've got catapults. If you somehow are able to siege in a way that I can't break it with catapults and dragons, poly push a Mindbender. Oh, but what if you can kill the Mindbender? You can't. You can't reach it. There's also a second one that you also can't reach. There's this body of water, but this is just where I can get units. They can like try to attack through here, but besides the fact that I can use like fire dragons at any moment to clear bombers, I also have like catapults guarding it. I've got bombers guarding it. And yeah, they can ship the bombers, but I have a Mindbender to heal them. So they just don't have any way breaking through. And then what's my breakthrough? Besides the fact that I've got a few fire dragons and I've got polytars, I'm not breaking through here at all. That's not happening. But where I am breaking through is in the north. Something elite ball knowledge, those who know. And then I'm controlling this lake, and this is going to lead to me being able to easily attack through here. I can cloak chain onto this city with ease. I cannot send a knight through here, sadly, because of the mountains in the way, but I don't really need to. Eventually, I'll be able to funnel units through. These mountains are very annoying, but like if I just have enough knights and whatever, I can figure something out. Knights on the mountain aren't too bad. Actually, just kidding, they are kind of bad because it's forest here that I planted. I guess I have this sanctuary here, so it's not all bad. I have a way of just sliding through with knights, sort of. But I can slide through with knights and cloaks. And if they don't have sufficient defense, I just send dragons and ruin their life. Siege a city that they can't unsiege. And that's kind of that. The cloak chains alone would already be pretty devastating. And again, the knights and all that, like, they can get spiritualism themselves to make it like take longer to break through, but then again, I've got I take this city, and as soon as this falls, honestly, I get a very strong foothold in the water, because how are they breaking through? I just need to hold the city, which is the hard part. But they have no way of keeping it. So, and if we look at city count, they're only up 2 cities in total. They have 11 to my 9. As soon as they lose this, it's an even 10 to 10. And as soon as any of their cities fall, it's just over. And I suspect this city is going to be the one to fall. One of these two. They're just getting pressured too much because I have too much control over the north side of the map. Like, I'm spamming polytars, got dragons, I'll get cloaks. I literally have the whole tech tree and all the stars that you could ever want. I can do some pretty absurd poly pushing plays if need be. I guess that's the thing, is I can always just poly push a knight like stupid far into the enemy territory. So yeah, I don't see how they defend. But yeah, if you want to ruin people's days, you can play Illyrian and have an invincible late game, like a literally invincible late game. It's pretty funny. Again, this does not work against other special tribes, just against normal tribes. So if you're going against Saimanti, you will be the one who suffers, even if you are using Illyrian. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.